You're watching BBN Tonight, presented by UK Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to BBN Tonight.
It's a Monday night, so that means we're happy to be joined by our friend, the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach. How you doing, Tom?
I am doing pretty well.
Love it. All right, well, you heard it at the top of the show. Coach Cal lobbying for new facilities for the basketball team, specifically practice facilities on campus, maybe an upgrade to the team's housing situation. He makes the comparison to Alabama football, expectations of the Taj Mahal. That's asking a lot. What do you make of his comments?
Well, if you're thinking about Kentucky basketball's place in history, you'd probably put it up there with Alabama football. So that's not out of line. And I think if you're the coach at Kentucky, as Cal mentioned, he has a pretty good record as a recruiter. So you are confident in your ability in that regard. So beyond that, you just try to control everything you can control, because there's going to be plenty of things that you can't in recruiting. And I think what he's saying, it would be my guess, is that let's just control everything we can control at Kentucky by making these improvements.
That's very well said. Now, another big focal point of our interview was Calipari's wish to revamp Big Blue Madness into something fresh, something you'd have to talk about for about a month after the fact. Any ideas about this, Tom, other than maybe he comes on your show, our show?
Well, my first thought was, I'm glad he's not calling me to say, hey, I need you to come up with something that people will be talking about for a month.
Yeah.
I need the next John Wall dance. Okay, sure, Coach, I'll get right on that.
Tom will choreograph.
So, I'm glad it's not on my to-do list, but yeah, if you can pull that off, the campouts, you can figure that out. But coming up with the next big thing is always a challenge. But they have some creative people over there, so they will get challenged now. And hopefully they can. You're trying to hit a home run at worst if you can maybe get a triple out of it.
I'm just saying, we spoke to Kyra Elsie last year, and I said, what if you rappel down from the ceiling? And she did it. So maybe I'm the one who needs to talk to Cal. Spitball some ideas there. But
hey, how about this? We don't have Coach Mitchell's dances anymore. Maybe Cal will dance.
Ooh. Let's get him doing a little moonwalk, like something. I don't know. Well, there's naturally going to be a little bit more buzz around the beginning of basketball season because of Oscar Tshiebwe's return. That's all going to have a significant impact on his teammates, too, who can continue to learn from him and get pushed by him. Listen to this.
I think that helps a lot because, last year as a freshman, it really helped me a lot because having someone like him to go against every day in practice really helped a lot with physicality. So I think with year two going against him again, that just get me more prepared. College and high school is a big difference, so the physicality was a lot different from high school. But, it's something I adjusted to as I was playing. So coming into year two, I'll be more prepared for that.
Tom, just what are the expectations for sophomore Damian Collins?
Well, for sophomore Damian Collins, I think, not sure where you set the expectations bar to be fair to him, but you expect a big jump. Let's just say that. I think he's a guy, when you hear Cal talking about in an interview I saw from the SEC media days last week, I can't remember which one, but he was talking about how in recent years, the one noticeable drop off in their stats, about the only one, that changed much, was block shots. And certainly that's where Damian Collins could make a big impact. And the fact that Cal focused on that particular stat tells me that they are really wanting to see Damian make that move. Other people will be there if he can't take all the minutes I think they'd like for him to take, but I think he'll get every chance to show them that he's ready to make a big jump. And I think that's certainly possible. He's an outstanding talent. He just needed to get stronger, and they have a whole off season to work on that. And, I like the fact that he shot about 80+% at the free throw line. I think his stroke looks schematically like, I think he can make a, 15, 17 footer. So maybe he could, fill that kind of role that Keon Brooks did in taking shots from that range. Maybe threes, who knows? But I think there's a lot of upside that can be tapped into this season for Damian.
Well, of course, we have to talk about the upcoming trip to the Bahamas. Tom, I bet you've been on one or two of these before. Seems like a lot of access to the team.
Yeah, there is. It's for the fans that are able to make that trip. They have open practices. They get, you'll just see the guys walking around the complex, stop and take pictures with them, those kinds of things. It's more informal. And if you think back, the 14 team had a overseas trip, or out of the country trip, and almost went undefeated. The 11 team, they went to Canada in August of 2010. They went to the Final Four. The 19 team was just a play away from getting to the Final Four. That's the last one that went to the Bahamas. So those trips where there's a lot of bonding that can happen and guys get to know how to get an earlier start on learning how to play together, and with all the experience they're going to have here versus what they've had on previous teams, I think that can do wonders.
I can't wait. I think it is going to be a big setup for this team. Tom, thanks so much. We'll talk to you again soon.
See you next week, guys.
All right, camp season is here for Kentucky basketball, which means we're hearing from the players for the first time in a long time. CJ Frederick is right after the break. We'll be right back.